mistakenly used the Tip Top taupe for my card base, and it should have been Mint Macaron. If you notice in the original card that I hold up, the card base is Mint Macaron, the second layer is Tip Top taupe, and then the third layer is the DSP paper. Sorry about that.
Hey everybody, this is Bobby with Bobby Stamps. I know it's been a while since I've done a video, maybe a week I think. You guys have all stuck through me with my chaos of job switching and everything, but I'm very glad to report that I did start my new job a couple of weeks ago, and I've had several days off to just sit back, relax, and work on other projects. I also love quilting, and that's something that I've kind of put on the back burner since I started my Stampin' Up. But I've kind of gotten back into it, so I'm trying now to divide my time. And I'm going to do some videos, I think, on quilting, and I'll show you. I'm thinking about doing a video of my craft room. I have another craft room upstairs that is dedicated to my sewing room. I'm very lucky that the size of our house, we have a few extra rooms since my children are grown now, that I can utilize those for my hobbies, and my husband's very gracious to allow me to do that. So today what I want to show you is this cute card. Easter is right around the corner, so we have to think about our Easter cards and who we're going to be sending them to and get our designs. And this is just a super simple, quick, easy card, and I'll show you all the supplies. We'll get ready to let me show you the card, but I did want to tell you too that today Stampin' Up just announced, I believe it was 7 new items in the Celebration catalog. So make sure that you visit my blog. It's bobbystamps.blogspot.com, and I'll have a link there where you can click on that and it will show you the new items. Celebration's coming to an end. March 31st is the last day, so for every $50 you spend, you get a free item out of the Celebration catalog, and there's some pretty amazing items in that catalog. Also, if you're thinking about becoming a demonstrator, right now is the best time to sign up. You get your startup kit and you pick everything that is included in that startup kit. You get $125 worth of product for $99, plus 2 additional free stamp sets and free shipping on your kit. This is the best time if you've thought about becoming a demonstrator, just for the discount. You don't have to do videos, you don't have to sell the product. If you just want to receive 20 to 25% off of what you order, this is perfect for you. You, like I said, no sales hassles whatsoever. If that's the way that you want to go, you just want to receive the discounts, this is a perfect time. I have information on my blog about that as well. You can always email me any questions that you might have. It's lbmd07@gmail.com. That information's on my blog as well. So let's go ahead and get started and make this cute card. Okay guys, let's get started making this super cute Easter card. I just love it. It's just simple. I'm in love with Mint Macaron and Tip Top taupe. Those colors are going to be expiring here very soon. So you'll probably see me using a lot of these colors because I want to use them so much before they go bye-bye. So I used a piece of DSP from the 2015-2017 in color designer paper series pack. And these are phenomenal colors in this paper pack. They're two-sided, so you get, the top of mine came off today, but you get 2 different designs. So this one we're going to use the polka dots, but on the reverse it has that beautiful writing. And then the second layer of my card is Mint Macaron, and then our base of our card is Tip Top taupe. And then you're going to need from the Cupcakes and Carousel Designer Series paper pack that's in the Occasions catalog. What I did was I took, this is a piece that I had left over. I don't think I have any bigger pieces of that to show you. I have strips of it. Let me find it really quick. It's this one here, but it's just in the like teal and yellow color. So I just took a tiny piece of that. And then I took the stripes paper and the polka dots. And let me move everything in to show you really quick what I did. I'm not going to cut everything out with the Big Shot, so I kind of laid the corresponding dies with what I used them for, just so that way I could show you. So with the 3 eggs, let me back up a second and tell you. I'm using the Basket Bunch stamp set and the Basket Builder framelits. So that's what I'm talking about with all of this information that I'm giving you. So I took the 3 eggs that are decorative in the framelit dies, and that's what I used, those papers I just showed you, to cut out these eggs. So it's these 3 papers here is what I cut out those eggs with. Then the larger egg that's in the framelit, this egg here, I just chose to put them on Whisper White cardstock. So I have 3 of those. I can't hold on to anything today. I have 3 of those cut out. Then for my basket, I took a piece of chocolate chip and used the solid basket, and this is the solid framelit. Then I took a piece of Tip Top Taupe and used the decorative basket to get that, and we'll end up gluing those 2 pieces together here in just a minute. Then I took the grass die framelit and cut out grass. And then, of course, I used the handle die to cut out our handle for our basket. You're going to need Tip Top Taupe ink, Mint Macaron ink. We're going to need the triple banner punch, a piece of Whisper White cardstock that's cut at 2 inches. And I just kind of guessed on my, the width I believe is 5 inches, or the length, I'm sorry, is 5 inches. And then we're going to use the Mint Macaron ribbon. I think this is just sheer linen ribbon is what they're calling that. You're going to need snips, adhesive. I'm going to use my fine tip glue pen. I think that's about it. So we'll go ahead and get started. So I'm just going to take the piece of Tip Top Taupe, our base, and we'll just fold that over really quick. We'll put all of these pieces over here and just get them out of our way. I'm going to bring in my stamp mat, and I think the first thing, let's actually move that out of the way. I think the first thing that we're going to do is, let me find my, because when I do gluing I like to use my silicone mat so that way it doesn't get on my table and get everything a mess. So I think the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and see if my adhesive, my 2-way glue pen, this is no longer available, but you can use the fine tip glue pen. This is just, I just love this. I really, really, really wish they would bring that back. Okay, let's get the grass out of the way, make sure I have this on the right side. And then we're just going to put some adhesive. And I love this adhesive because you can go right through those decorative pieces on there, and when this dries, it will dry clear, so it won't show. And then we're just going to layer that on top, like so. I'll go ahead and put my handle on. So I'm just going to go up just a little bit on it, not too far. And then we'll just push those together like that. And then when I glue this kind of stuff, I like to just kind of like let it set, leave it alone, let it dry on its own. I'm going to go ahead and bring in my 3 eggs. We'll do the Whisper White. And I'm just going to put some of the 2-way glue pen. I'm just going to put it all over the Whisper White. And like I said, you can use the fine tip glue pen. That's what I was gonna, that's what actually what I thought I grabbed, and I grabbed that, so I'm just gonna go with it. So then we'll just layer our eggs on top of there. And then just make sure that the piece that, for the color that you cut out is the right side up that you're gluing, because with this being double-sided, it's easy to get turned around. And then with your striped paper, with this one, I did make sure that when I put my eggs on there that I had it going in the direction that I wanted my stripes to go too. Okay. And then we'll just put this piece on there like so. Give everything a nice little push down so it'll stay, and then just leave it alone. Now for the grass, as you can see, this is way too big for our basket. So what I did was I just took my snips. You don't want to cut it through here because it will crumble, but I cut it pretty darn close to up there. Just throw that away. And then I just kind of laid it in there like that. And then you can kind of just, you know, don't get too carried away. Just kind of sneak back there with your snips. Cut that piece off. And then we'll sneak back with the snips here. Cut that piece off. Looks pretty darn good. Then kind of eyeball it back there so you can kind of remember how far down you need to go. Put some of our glue. Tombow glue, you could use your Tombow glue for this back here too. And then I'm going to flip it over again just so I can make sure I'm putting it, and I'm getting a good view from the front, and that looks good. Okay, so I'm just going to move this stuff over now so it can dry. I'm going to bring in the piece of Whisper White. We're going to grab our banner punch, our triple banner punch, and I'm just going to slide it in there and give it a punch. And then what I did was, you can lay your basket on here. You can lay your basket on here. I wanted my little V right there to show, so I kind of just laid that there. And then I took my Tip Top Taupe and the little bunny, and we're going to ink him up. And then we're just going to stamp him right at the very top, because we have to have room for the sentiment in there. So then we'll take Mint Macaron, and we're going to use the one that says thanks a bunch, the sentiment that says thanks a bunch, and you're just going to stamp it directly below the bunny. Hope my head didn't get in the way, I'm sorry if it did. Then we're going to take the little flower, and we're going to do it. Let me grab a piece of paper here. Let me move this now. And I just kind of randomly put the little flowers on there. I thought it just kind of dressed it up just a little bit. Kind of gave it a little added touch. Oops. Okay, that looks good. I think we might try to get one right there. Whoops. I have to go check my hands. Everything I'm grabbing a hold of is falling apart on me today. Okay, so we can go ahead and start putting the card together now. We will grab some snail, and we're just going to put it on the back of our Mint Macaron. And then we just want to get that centered like so. Take our piece of DSP. I hate using the back side of this because this is probably my favorite one, the one that has the writing on it with the DSP. I absolutely love that paper. I use it a lot. If you watch my videos, you know that. Okay, now we're going to take and put some Tombow on the back. Oh, one of my little petals fell off. And it doesn't take a lot of this. Tombow is very, very good adhesive. Okay. And then, like I said, I wanted to make sure that my little V was showing there. So we'll just center that up. Like so. Then I like to put my eggs in and kind of make sure, and I put them in between the blades of the grass because I wanted the grass to show. So let's just kind of see if we can get our snips to raise. There we go. Kind of put that one there. And I'm not gluing anything down right now because I just want to make sure that I'm getting everything where I want it. And I think that'll look cute if I leave it like that. So what I did then was I just went in with Tombow and put just a little dab on the back. Let me scoot up. I think I kind of moved out of frame. So we'll just hold that down a bit. We'll just take this other one. Whoops, and the second one came out too. Same thing, just put a little dab of Tombow on the back. And then just put it down where you want it. And same thing with the last one. And we'll just put it right there. I think I'm going to turn it just a bit. Okay. Then we're going to take our piece of mint macaron ribbon and we're just going to tie a very, very, very tiny bow. The first time I tied it and put it on, I'd already adhered it to the basket and I had to keep working with it because I made it way too big. Because this is just such a tiny little basket. We don't need a great big ribbon. So let's get it a little bit tight right there. And then you can keep pulling on the ends to make it smaller. Mine kind of bowed up a little bit. Okay. And then I didn't leave my little tails, my little ends, too long because like I just said, this is just such a tiny basket. We don't want the ribbon to be so big. And I'm going to still make this just a smidge smaller like that and still cut just a little bit more off of the ends. And I like to do mine, you could do it straight across, but I like my little end pieces to have that little curve on them. Okay. Trying to straighten that up, it's bugging me. Okay, then we're going to take a glue dot. Get those uglies out of the way. We'll take a glue dot and put it right on the back of the mint macaron ribbon. Put it right in the center of the bow. Then I'm going to grab some dimensionals. And I think I ended up using 6. I just wanted a little bit of a pop on the card. And dimensionals is what we go for when we want that. I just love the simplicity of this card. It's totally not what I had in my head that I was going to do today. And when I started playing with the stamp set, this is what came about. And I ended up absolutely loving the end result. It's just a nice, clean, fresh card. Okay, there you guys go. Make sure that you visit my blog. It's bobbystamps.blogspot.com, and I'll have all the supply list and the video tutorial and everything on my blog. So there you guys go. Think about Easter. This is a great stamp set. Thanks, guys.